Hello aspirants, welcome to my channel Smart Journey to Success. Welcome back to our TGPSC DYEO ప్రిపరేషన్. మనం పేపర్ 2 పార్ట్ ఏ టాపిక్స్ని డిస్కస్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా. ఈరోజు యూనిట్ 3 ఎపిస్టమోలజికల్ ఫౌండేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్లో సైంటిఫిక్ అండ్ రిలీజియస్ నాలెడ్జ్ అండ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ టాపిక్ని డిస్కస్ చేసుకుందాం. సో ఇది మీకు చాలా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. వీడియో స్కిప్ చేయకుండా ఎండ్ వరకు చూడండి. లెట్స్ స్టార్ట్. First, meaning of epistemological foundations of education. Epistemology comes from the Greek words. Episteme means knowledge. Logos ante study or theory. Okay. Thus, epistemology is the philosophical study of knowledge, its nature, sources, justification, certainty, validity, and limits. So, in education, epistemology examines how learners acquire knowledge, what counts as valid knowledge, how knowledge is justified, and how teachers should facilitate the process of knowing. Okay. So, knowledge, belief, and justified knowledge. A basic epistemological distinction is between belief and the knowledge. Belief ante nammadam, knowledge ante telivi, right? So, belief ante a belief is something a person accepts as true. Okay? నేను అది నిజం అనుకుంటున్నాను వేరు, నిజం అని చెప్పడం వేరు. ఓకే. సో నాలెడ్జ్ అంటే నాలెడ్జ్ జనరల్లీ ఇన్వాల్వ్స్ ఎ బిలీఫ్ దట్ హ్యాస్ ఎ అడిక్వేట్ జస్టిఫికేషన్ ఆర్ గ్రౌండ్స్. అది నిజం అని చెప్పడానికి నీ దగ్గర ప్రూఫ్ ఉండాలి, రైట్? సో ఎగ్జాంపుల్, ఐ బిలీవ్ దిస్ మెడిసిన్ వర్క్స్. ఈ మెడిసిన్ వర్క్ అవుతుంది అని నేను నమ్ముతున్నా అనడం వేరు. దెర్ ఈజ్ సైంటిఫిక్ ఎవిడెన్స్ షోయింగ్ దట్ దిస్ మెడిసిన్ వర్క్స్, అది వేరు, రైట్? Educational significance. Students should be encouraged to distinguish between opinion, belief, evidence, justified knowledge. Okay? This develops critical thinking, rational judgment, intellectual independence, scientific temper, ability to evaluate sources. Okay? Now, the major sources of knowledge. Knowledge can arise through several sources. First is sense experience. Knowledge obtained through seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, smelling. Reason. Knowledge developed through logic, inference, deduction, induction, analysis. Okay. Scientific inquiry. Knowledge established through observation, hypothesis, experimentation, evidence, verification. Next, testimony and authority. Knowledge obtained from teachers, books, experts, historical records, reliable institutions. Now, introspection. Knowledge obtained by examining one's own thoughts, feelings, mental states, experiences. Intuition. A direct sense or immediate apprehension of something, although it may not always provide reliable knowledge on its own. Faith and revelation. Particularly important in religious traditions where knowledge may be understood as coming through revelation, sacred texts, spiritual traditions, faith, religious experience. Now, the first one is scientific knowledge. So, what is the meaning of scientific knowledge? Scientific knowledge is a knowledge developed through systematic investigation, empirical evidence, logical reasoning, and methods of verification. First, into investigation. Next, empirical evidence, logical reasoning, method of verification. Next, it attempts to explain phenomena through observations and testable explanations. What are the characteristics of scientific knowledge? Empirical, and it is based substantially on observation and evidence paina. Systematic. Scientific investigation follows an organized process. Objective. It attempts to reduce the influence of personal bias. Testable. Scientific claims should generally be capable of being tested. Verifiable. Results can be checked by others using appropriate methods. Replicable. Other researchers should be able to repeat investigations where replication is appropriate. Logical. Scientific explanations requires coherent reasoning. Predictive. Scientific theories can often generate predictions that can be tested. Self-correcting means scientific knowledge can be modified when new and stronger evidence becomes available. Tentative. Scientific conclusions are not necessarily absolute or permanently fixed. Now, what are the methods? Scientific method and education. Okay. See, a simplified scientific inquiry process is observation, question, hypothesis, investigation, evidence, analysis, conclusion, further testing. Okay. Now, educational implications of scientific knowledge. Scientific epistemology strongly supports దేనికి సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది? ఫస్ట్ ఈజ్ ఎంక్వైరీ బేస్డ్ లెర్నింగ్ కి సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, అంటే స్టూడెంట్స్ లెర్న్ బై ఆస్కింగ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అండ్ ఇన్వెస్టిగేట్ దెమ్. నెక్స్ట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ బేస్డ్ లెర్నింగ్. నెక్స్ట్ క్రిటికల్ థింకింగ్. నెక్స్ట్ సైంటిఫిక్ టెంపర్, అంటే సైంటిఫిక్ టెంపర్లో స్టూడెంట్స్ వాంట్ టు డెవలప్ దర్ క్యూరియాసిటీ, రేషనాలిటీ, ఆబ్జెక్టివిటీ, ఎవిడెన్స్ బేస్డ్ థింకింగ్. నెక్స్ట్ యాక్టివిటీ బేస్డ్ లెర్నింగ్. Experiments and practical activities connect theory with evidence. Next, teacher's role etla unnali? The teacher become facilitator, guide, questioner, investigator, sources of reliable information rather than merely a transmitter of fixed facts. What are the limitations of scientific knowledge? Scientific knowledge is powerful but has limits. Konni limits unnai. Endante not every question is scientific. Questions about moral values, ultimate meaning, aesthetic appreciation, personal purpose, okay, cannot always be settled by scientific experiments alone. Dependence on evidence. Scientific conclusions depend upon available evidence and appropriate methods. Provisional nature. New evidence can modify existing explanations. Ethical boundaries. Science can tell us what can be done, but ethical reasoning often needed to decide what ought to be done. Next is religious knowledge. What is the meaning? Religious knowledge refers to knowledge understood within religious traditions through sources such as revelation, sacred text, faith, religious experience, tradition, spiritual reflection, teachings of religious thinkers. It often concerns questions about meaning, morality, spirituality, ultimate reality, and human purpose. Now, what are the sources of religious knowledge? Aim sources. First is revelation. Knowledge believed to be communicated by divine or transcendent source. Next, sacred text. Religious traditions preserve teachings through scriptures and sacred literature. Faith. Faith involves trust or commitment to religious beliefs. Religious experience. Individuals may interpret experiences of prayer, meditation, or spirituality as sources of religious understanding. Next is tradition. Knowledge is transmitted across generations through established religious practices and interpretations. Religious authority. Teachers, scholars, and religious thinkers contribute to interpretation and transmission of religious knowledge. Now, what is the nature of religious knowledge? Religious knowledge often has different epistemological basis from scientific knowledge. First, scientific approach and religious approach. Empirical evidence. Faith, revelation, tradition. Observation, spiritual understanding. Experimentation, religious practice. Testability, interpretation and belief. Natural phenomena, spiritual ultimate questions. Reversible through evidence, often grounded in established traditions. Now, educational significance of religious knowledge. Religious and spiritual traditions have historically contributed to education through moral education, development of honesty, compassion, self-discipline, responsibility, justice, service. Next, character formation. Education can address not only intellectual development but also the development of ethical character. Meaning and purpose. Students may reflect on human responsibility, meaning of life, relationships, ethical choices. Next, respect for diversity. Education in a pluralistic society should encourage mutual respect, tolerance, dialogue, understanding of different traditions. Important principle. Understanding religion is different from imposing religion. So, a secular and inclusive educational system can study religious ideas academically while respecting freedom of belief. What are the limitations and challenges of religious knowledge? First is diversity. Next is interpretation. Next is faith-based acceptance. Possibility of dogmatism. Educational response. Education should promote respect, dialogue, critical reflection, freedom of belief. Okay? Now, experience as a source of knowledge. This is the third. Okay? Experience is one of the most important foundations of learning. Experiential knowledge is knowledge acquired through direct participation, observation, practice, and the reflection on experience. Okay? Next, what are the types of experience? Direct experience. Learning through direct participation. conducting a science experiment, measuring an object. Social experience, learning through interaction with parents, teachers, friends, community. Practical experience, learning through actual performance, gardening, cooking, using laboratory equipment. Reflective experience, learning by thinking critically about what happened and why. Vicarious experience, learning through observing others, demonstrations, simulations, or stories. Next, John Dewey and experience. John Dewey gave great importance to experience in education. For Dewey, education is closely connected with experience and its reconstruction. His approach rejects the idea that education should simply involve memorizing information. Devian educational principles ఏంటి అంటే లెర్నింగ్ త్రూ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్, లెర్నింగ్ బై డూయింగ్, ప్రాబ్లమ్ సాల్వింగ్, రిఫ్లెక్షన్, democratic participation, connection between school and society. Okay, key idea, not every experience is automatically educational, and experience becomes educational when it contributes to growth, understanding, further learning, intelligent action. Next, experiential learning. Experiential learning emphasizes the transformation of experience into knowledge. A commonly used cycle is first concrete experience, reflection, then conceptualization. Next is application or experimentation, new experience. This approach is strongly associated with David Kolb's experimental learning model. Okay, now educational implications of experience: learning by doing, field based learning, project work, laboratory learning, reflective learning, collaborative learning. Now, experience and constructivism. Experience is closely related to constructivist approaches to learning. Constructivism views learners as active participants who construct, understanding rather than simply receiving ready-made information. Okay? Process: prior knowledge plus new experience plus interaction plus reflection is equal to constructed understanding. Okay, therefore teachers should connect lessons with prior knowledge, provide meaningful activities, encourage questioning, allow students to investigate, facilitate reflection. Relationship among science, religion, and experience. These three forms can be understood as different ways of approaching knowledge. Scientific knowledge primarily emphasizes evidence plus observation plus reason plus testing. Religious knowledge and faith plus revelation plus tradition plus spiritual interpretation. Experiential knowledge means experience, participation, reflection, application. They should not simply be treated as interchangeable. Okay? Now, this is a table. See, dimension: scientific knowledge, religious knowledge, experiential knowledge. Okay? Primary basis, main process, major question, verification, nature, educational emphasis, major risk, teacher role. ఓకే, సో ఇది ఒకసారి మీరు చూసుకోండి. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్, epistemological pluralism in education. Epistemological pluralism recognizes that human beings different legitimate approaches to understanding different kinds of questions. Example: scientific inquiry, empirical questions; ethical reasoning, questions of right and wrong; historical inquiry, evidence and interpretation; artistic experience, aesthetic understanding. Okay, religious traditions and spiritual and ultimate questions; personal experience, practical and contextual understanding. Okay, now educational importance. Education should develop the ability to ask what kind of question is this and what kind of evidence or justification is appropriate. This is a higher order thinking skill anamata. Okay, now critical thinking and epistemology. A good learner should not accept every claim automatically. Students should ask what is the claim, what evidence supports it, what is the source, is the source reliable, is there alternative evidence, is the claim an observation, opinion or interpretation, can the claim be tested, what are the limitations. Okay, this develops epistemic awareness, understanding how we know that we claim to know. Role of teacher. An epistemologically informed teacher encourages questioning, discussion, distinguish fact from opinion, uses reliable evidence, connects learning with experience, encourages reflection. Next, respects diverse beliefs, avoids imposing personal beliefs, encourage intellectual humility, develops independent thinking, helps students evaluate sources critically. Role of learner. The learner should become active, curious, critical, reflective, open minded, rational, responsible. So, this is about the scientific and religious knowledge and experience. I hope మీ అందరికైతే వీడియోస్ చాలా హెల్ప్ అవుతున్నాయని అనుకుంటున్నాను. సో ఫర్ డైలీ వీడియోస్ ప్లీజ్ లైక్, షేర్ అండ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ మై ఛానల్. థ్యాంక్స్ ఫర్ వాచింగ్.